This is the Daily Dirty.
The Daily Dirty. Breaking pop culture news, influencer drama, and everything in between.
Daily Dirty.
On Unwell On Air.
Teen Vogue is officially folding into Vogue.
Yeah, yesterday it was announced that Teen Vogue's website would be absorbed by Vogue.com and that Teen Vogue's top editor would also be leaving the company.
The editor-in-chief.
This is really sad.
It's really sad.
Yeah, so the Teen Vogue stopped being a magazine in 2017 and was an online-only publication.
Yep.
But it still operated differently, separately from Vogue.
Yes.
Whereas now, teenvogue.com will route you directly to Vogue.
They were almost fully unrelated, save for the fact that it is owned by Condé Nast and it has Vogue in the name.
Okay.
They were so vastly different. Like, Teen Vogue really was the last safe space for teen girls. And it was a safe space where they could talk about kind of harder things. Identity section, politics section, never shied away from being very clear and concise about what was happening in the political landscape, which was not true for most other publications of the size at the time.
Right.
And a lot of the teen magazines did stop being actual magazines around that 2017, 2018, like the 17s and the
Elle Girl
and all of that.
Yeah.
But Teen Vogue really did kind of separate themselves in this space to continue to be a voice and a place for teens to go.
I know, I kind of regret that I wasn't as into Teen Vogue as you're saying, Sequoia, because I don't think I necessarily knew that they were pushing the boundaries editorially
They
in
really
that
pushed
way.
it. I really wanted, and I mean, I don't want now, I guess. I really wanted a column with Teen Vogue because I'm like, it's like one of the very few publications that I fully respect where I'm wholeheartedly like, yes, you are doing things correctly. Did you ever read Elaine Welteroth's memoir?
No.
Did you? Okay,
No.
It's fantastic. And she was the editor-in-chief of Teen Vogue that took it over into that space.
Oh, okay.
That made it like cutting edge, political, interesting, smart.
Okay.
She was the one that made that shift.
Cool. Because I feel like historically Vogue and even 17 are rooted in similar subjects.
Mm-hmm.
But then as we've kind of, the internet has evolved especially, and like, unfortunately, different industries have learned how to capitalize on female insecurity.
Yes.
A lot of what is pushed or a lot of what goes viral or the articles that we see on our For You page often aren't a part of these categories.
I 100% agree.
It's about weddings. It's about fashion.
Right.
It's about buying stuff.
Right.
It's about these are the viral products and skincare and this, that, and the other. And that's kind of what I've been inundated, I feel like, from a lot of these publications in the past few years.
And while Vogue definitely does have good, interesting pieces that we still talk about, we talk about that boyfriend piece that just came out from British Vogue.
Yeah.
So like Vogue still has interesting pieces, but it is still widely very fashion forward in a way that Teen Vogue wasn't really aiming at it all.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And that makes sense for Vogue. That is like their whole shtick is the fashion side of it.
Of course.
But now them kind of like merging the two it's like kind of shitty to see because they're taking out like politics. They basically said, according to the article, the merger was meant to provide readers with a, quote, more unified experience and that Teen Vogue would remain a distinct editorial property with its own identity and mission. But they kind of are leaving out the things that made it so distinctly Teen Vogue.
Yeah.
Right.
They laid off 70% of their workforce
From
in
Teen
order
Vogue.
to make this from Teen Vogue in order to make this
Wow.
merger happen, including the editor-in-chief Versha, the identity editor, the politics editor, just like all of the editors that made Teen Vogue interesting have been let go. And I'm thinking that department that they were under disbanded would be my guess. I don't know.
That would make sense.
So a lot of these articles and stuff that you like, Sequoia, it obviously appealed to teen women, but also like early 20s
Gen Z,
into
just in
Gen
general,
Z.
kind of like a more middle, younger Gen Z, I would say, as opposed to like an older Gen Z.
Right.
It was like a lot of the writers were around my age, like talking back to the kids that they wish.
Oh, this makes me so
you
sad
know,
that I
they wish
didn't know
like,
this.
It's like, oh, here's some information that I know. I need you to know this. Like, this is important. They had like a guide to being an adult that came out recently. And it was just really good. Just very actual, tangibly useful information. Here's what you need to know about taxes because you're going to have to do that when you go to the real world. You know, all the stuff that you wish you learned, but you never ended up learning in school.
Cool.
That's the type of stuff Teen Vogue was stepping in and bridging that gap. And now with the removal of all teen spaces, I even think about like MTV kind of going away. MTV's archive also went away. Like MTV.com, all the shit that used to live on MTV.com, that archive went away recently.
Really?
We're losing recipes. We're losing everything.
Yeah, because this speaks to like what we've talked about on the show before, is that teens, especially, I mean, both boys and girls, don't have these places to go for teen specific content. Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Teen Vogue, things that we grew up with.
Yeah.
And now they're a lot of the times consuming the same things that we are.
You know what this is, though? This is an opportunity for the editors that were let go and for all of us to get on our Substack shit.
I was gonna say
You
they need to go
know?
to Substack right now.
Get on Substack. Start making that same content that you were already making. Sucks now because you're not going to be paid to do it up front.
Yeah.
But maybe down the line. But the market is still present. Just nobody's filling it. Nobody sees it as an interesting place to fill right now.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of these publications are just moving to online only digital stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And are focusing so much on social media and marketing that way, which is of course important, and still I think like the creator economy is expected to double in size in the next few years. But people are hungry for it. Like we see it with is having a boyfriend embarrassing now.
Yep.
The Shantae Joseph piece. Like it has absolutely taken over the internet because it's informed and it's well researched, and she provides all different types of perspectives. Like people still want a fully fleshed out idea, which sometimes you don't get in a short form video.
You often don't get. I'm even seeing like longer form videos pop up on TikTok. I think of like creators like Tell the Bees. And you guys, you know what I'm talking about?
love him.
And just like having like longer fleshed out thoughts. The market is present. Just people don't read.
No, I feel like everything's really clickbaity recently, and
Yeah.
especially even Teen Vogue. 2 days ago, they posted how to French kiss in 11 steps, everything to know about making out with tongue, including what the heck to actually do with your tongue. And all the comments are like, "This isn't Teen Vogue."
Whoa, that's
Really?
great. That's very not Teen
They're
Vogue.
like,
See,
First
that's
we
what
have
I would
hickeys.
expect
No,
from
yeah.
Teen
Yeah.
Vogue.
Teen Vogue hasn't been that since I would say maybe like 2015, 2016 maybe.
Okay.
Is when they shifted over to be like
Okay.
right around the election, right around
'Cause,
the
like-
2016 election.
That's
they're talking
cool.
about hickeys apparently in the two before, and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This isn't Teen Vogue. Like first
Interesting.
hickeys, now French kisses. What the heck to do with that tongue? Like
That's
that's not Teen
Cosmo.
Vogue."
That
Okay,
is
and
Cosmo.
that is okay. That's Cosmo.
That's Cosmo.
Okay, I think I was getting them confused because I grew up reading. It must have been Cosmo.
Yeah.
that was very much this shit
Yeah.
forward. I graduated from high school in 2015, so I think I like
Scary.
was thinking that I when you said 2015, that's when Teen Vogue switched.
Yes.
I'm kind of like, okay, I think I missed in college and after college when they were doing these like deeper pieces.
Yes.
Cosmo was that.
And that's where
Cosmo
you
was
went
that.
to learn how to give a blowjob before
Right.
Alex Cooper taught us,
Yes.
and before everything like that. And so
Right.
it was like, but that is Cosmo, not Teen Vogue.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Cosmo was very sex forward. Before it was like, to be fair, Cosmo was really cutting edge at the time as well.
Okay.
Cosmo was sex forward before anywhere else was sex forward. Teen Vogue was political before anywhere else was political.
Okay.
So like different strokes for different folks, and they both played their role.